Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's breaking news.
What's up there, LEGO fans, and welcome to another riveting episode of Breaking News. We are your hosts, Alex and Jason. If you are a fan of LEGO, and you also remember a time where you could visit a park outside and climb up a 2-story tall slide made of metal and slide down in shorts and roast your hiney, well, I think you're going to enjoy today's episode. Am I right?
More than the slide.
A lot more than the slide. Man, we really lived back then.
Do you remember? It was like a rocket ship.
It was like, yeah.
Like a big metal
yeah.
rocket ship.
Oh,
And it was like 3 stories. The one I remember.
So tall.
3 stories high. It seemed like it
Crazy
was
tall.
a skyscraper.
they're so dangerous. But nobody died. Well, I mean, there was injuries.
Oh, maybe. Who
Some
knows?
kids fell off, but they survived for the most part.
Oh, brush it off.
Yeah, you walked it off. And now it's like they're made of plastic.
And you go
Yeah.
down and it's like a foam pad or whatever.
Yeah. And like,
We got dirt in our face when we
oh
went
man, the landing was brutal.
You have little pebbles of sand embedded
Yes.
in there.
Yes. Oh my goodness, those were the days, man. You don't see those anymore, but the generation before us was even harsher, man. They really had like some weird contraptions they climbed. It was insane.
Yeah.
But not like that anymore. Nope. But give us a thumbs up if you experienced that. It was so hot. Like, and this is when we had shorts, like so
I know.
short.
Yeah.
So short, and we went down that thing. Oh my goodness! It just, woo, ouch, burning. Just because it's just sitting out there in the blazing sun all day. There's no shade.
100 degrees. Just
100 degrees. There's your slide, and it's just like this. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Good times. Yes. Well, I mentioned that because somebody mentioned it in a comment in one
I
of our
figured
previous
it.
episodes. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to say that. So thanks for that idea, because it's true. Whew.
Yeah.
Ouch. I can still feel that burning. Like when you
Permanently
get
scarred.
into a car with like leather seats that's been sitting in the sun, and you sit on that leather, you're like, oh, it
That's nothing.
does nothing.
No.
No comparison at all to that scalding metal.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. What do we got? We got some good stuff today.
We do? Oh, good.
Of course, it's always good stuff though, right? We've got
Yes.
craziness. We've got news. Like,
Yeah,
why
news.
are we getting criticized for not doing news anymore? We totally do news.
Well, they did that before. They haven't said anything.
It's
I
always
think
kinda
now we're
delayed.
getting criticized because we're not doing the stuff we used to do, micro builds and vintage builds and comments.
You know, we do what we want to do. All right. So yeah,
You get what you pay for.
yeah, that's right.
Unless you're a member, and then you don't. But
yeah,
this
good
is on your
stuff.
channel, right?
Is
Be
it?
a member on his channel.
Join
There you go.
and see what amazing
That's for you.
benefits you get today. That's right.
What benefits do they get, Alex?
Well, you get access to weird stuff that I do behind the scenes. I guess I don't know.
You get a monthly video, I think, isn't that?
You know what? I got to do better than that. Is that it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
You get to say that you're.
did different things.
No.
I send everyone swag if they give me their address.
Oh man.
So they all get stickers.
Oh,
so
that's
if you're
cool.
a member and you want a sticker, send me a thing.
There you go. There you go. I'm eating gummy bears again today, guys. I just
They're
got this.
shocked. They can't believe it.
It's a brand new bag. I like it when they're kind of stale. So these are super fresh. They're super gummy.
Maybe next week they'll be stale.
If they last that long. All right.
An hour.
All right, dude.
All right, where do you want to start today?
I don't know. There's so many great things. Should we just do the news?
The news?
Yeah, breaking news.
Okay. What news do we have here?
Oh my goodness. You guys want to see something cool?
Oh, you have.
Oh my gosh, you guys. You see this?
Yes, I did.
You see that?
I did see it.
So this is old news. I literally just, oh my gosh, I can't lift this thing up.
It's kind of a funky stand for this. Are they all like this for the cars?
I don't know.
I just know the Star Wars
I'd
one.
have to look and see.
It's funky.
But this thing, I just finished this thing today. And I was doing some B-roll footage of this thing before you showed up. Testing out its features. And man, every 2 years, right, there's 5 of these now. And as I'm building this thing, and I think I've complained about Technic in the past about, it's like, it's, you know, it's very technical, and I don't really enjoy it.
It's a
But
name.
this was fun. I built this thing so darn fast. Like, I enjoyed the build. I think it's just mostly because of what you're building. And I'm wondering if it's because they only come out once every 2 years, or if it's what I'm building.
I don't know. I mean, how is it better than the last one you did?
It's well,
'Cause,
there's
for
obviously
me, I don't collect these or build these. It looks essentially the same. The last one was the blue. What was it?
No, it was the Ferrari, the Daytona
the Ferrari.
SP3.
The one before that was the blue one. Right?
The one before that one was that the Bugatti? No, that was the Lamborghini.
Okay.
It was the Lamborghini,
I don't know.
and before that it was the Bugatti, and then it was the Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
I don't know.
But that was the Bugatti.
this.
Then it was then the
Scion.
Lamborghini Scion,
Yeah.
and then the
Okay,
Daytona, and these things are a fortune and a half. They are expensive, but it's not about the model itself. It's about not even the build experience, but the box and the box art and how it's put together and the instructions. The instructions have a whole magazine inside of them, basically, of this thing. Like, it's incredible. I was like, how many, usually you have 2, 3, 4 pages for those icons builds. But this one, I'm like, I went through like 20 plus pages before I actually got into the build.
So, but really, that's only like 5 pages, because isn't it like 4 different languages on the same pages?
Maybe.
Because that's what I find.
there are.
As you're describing this, I mean, I haven't built one, so I couldn't say, but it sounds a lot like when you build the UCS sets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it comes in a premium box.
Yes,
And
yes.
the interior, it's not just some stupid white interior box.
Right.
It's got a picture when you open it, and then it's got, like, I remember, was it the Death Star? I think the head was spiral bound, or was it the Millennium Falcon? I don't remember. One of them was spiral bound.
Oh yeah,
even,
the
like,
spiral
it was
bound
a
is
big
the
deal.
Death Star 2 is spiral bound.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the one my wife did, the dollhouse playset Death Star was that.
Oh,
one, too.
was it? Yeah. That makes
But you know,
sense.
it's got lots of pictures and things, so it
Yeah.
sounds a lot like. But I mean, it makes sense because people that are going to be paying, what is this, like $400?
I think it's $450.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, people that are going to be paying that, you're talking about people that are real fans, like
Yes.
not, oh, I like cars.
You're,
I'll
not,
get,
you're not buying this as a casual fan.
No.
No. And I always forget how big they are. As I'm putting this thing together, I'm like, is it really that big? As I was putting the fenders, I'm like, wow, that's really wide. That can't be right. But these things are just astronomical, and they are heavy. Like, they are beasts. And this one, they continue to push the envelope. And you said, like, what's the difference between the previous one? It's not so much the looks. It's what's inside of it. When they upgrade not just like the rims are different, the tire designs are different. This one has new gears and elements for the transmission, because it has a 7-gear gearbox. And they couldn't do that with the elements that they had without putting too much stress on it, because these things are huge. And if you're going through like the gearbox, switching gears, and this thing is so smooth. That's the gear shift.
Why do you need to shift gears?
He doesn't understand.
No, I mean, I get it. It's just
Because it just
it's
works. It's why do you need your Millennium Falcon to open up? You know,
Well, that's
why
different.
why do you need this? It's all about the experience of this thing. Like the F1 cars, the 1/8 scale F1 cars are awesome, but there's not enough space in them. To put a gearbox. So they have like the V6 or the V8 or the V10 engine inside of them that has the little up and down pistons. That's great, but there's no transmission. It's like all connected right to the wheels. You're like, what the heck? But this thing, the differential is made out of new pieces that I haven't seen before. I'm like, this thing is robust. And the way that they shift the gears, like these elements, I'm like, this is incredible. Like it's all about the moving pieces with these things. The realism with these things is what it's all about. So I mean, it's still Technic. It's still kind of gappy. Yes, it does suffer a little bit from the exposed like blue pins. Not as bad as the Lamborghini. That one was the worst. But this thing I'm impressed. And guess what? I mean, the suspension is super stiff, so it goes right back up. So glad they got rid of the old type of like skinny. They use those skinny, what can't I think of? Suspension elements, but they use it to hold this up, the doors.
Oh, wow.
And like I love how just like this closes like a, sounds like a real door. So cool. Well, not a real door, and no stickers. No stickers, all printed. There's a lot of printed elements you can see in there, and there's like, yeah. But I'm proud of myself. Like, Josh has been busy catching up with some schoolwork, so he hasn't had the opportunity. Like, I'm like, I got to get this thing built because I'm going on a camping trip, and the embargo comes out this weekend. So I was like, I got to get this thing done. So I built it all, and I loved it. Because usually I like Josh, because he likes building the technical stuff, you know. But I have some other projects for him. So don't worry. He'll be back with me for some more reviews. But yeah, no, this one was fun. This was a fun one. Almost 4,000-ish pieces, thereabouts. Yeah. But yeah, when the Ferrari from 2 years ago, that's when it came out as $400. But then that's when they did their price increases and went to $450. I bought that for $400. And so this one, I think I told you this before. When I joined the land, there were 2 themes that I really wanted to get. Friends and stunts. Yeah. So it's been great. These, and this is the first one I'm getting, right, from the land. That's the supercar, which I love. And and the F1 cars. Like I got the Mercedes, but and then of course the modulars. But these ones, they come out every 2 years, and maybe that's why I make it like I make a big deal about it.
Take this off your list for next year, so you get something else, and then put it on the following year.
Oh yeah, good call.
That's what you got to do.
That's a good idea. Watch them come out every year with these things. Oh man! But just looking at the development that went with these things, you're like, wow. There's a lot of work and research and trial and error. And that's all that information that's in the beginning of it, of the instruction book. It's crazy. And there's 2 super thick books with this thing. It's nuts, guys. But like look at the underbelly of this thing. There's so much going on there. Like it's crazy. And they're all like this to some extent. I mean, the Porsche is probably the most simplistic one. That was the first one back in 2016. But no, I really like these. They're just fun. I love the scale. I love the look of them. I love the complexity. I love the moving parts to them. They're just fun. It's just a whole. This is the epitome of adult collecting right here, for me. Like this is the top tier adult collecting for Lego. For me. Yeah. So where am I gonna put it? You know what I should do?
You're going to probably put it in one of those boxes.
I don't have any boxes. I have 2 display cases.
I think you had your others in those cubes.
There are. I only have 2 cubes though. So there's 2 inside of a cube and there's 2 on top of the cube. So I don't know. This one's going to go just on that. Well, now that all my Speed Champions are taken care of and put away on a display case, I don't know when that video is coming out. It's coming out soon. The Speed Champion video is coming out soon, guys. If it's not already. It's crazy. What was I saying? Oh, you know what I think about doing with these guys? I think it'd be kind of fun to take them out to the show. Have all 5 of them at the Brick Slopes. What do you think? It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun. I think it'd be cool. I think the dads would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. I'd be like, whoa, look at those. I didn't know Lego did that. What? How much do they cost? Never mind.
I have a friend that I work with that he's started to get into these.
Oh, yeah?
So he's been collecting the old retired ones.
Yeah, that's expensive.
You know, so.
Yeah, that can be expensive, guys. Yeah. But if you're trying to catch up on these and you need the Bugatti, I can help you out. I got one sealed for you. Just let me know. Anyway, there it is, guys. The McLaren P1. You know what's funny? When I saw the box on this thing, when I opened it up for the first time, I went, "Wait, it's the same color as the Porsche," but it is quite different. That one's like a dark.
I thought it was more orange.
Yeah, dark orange. This one's like a light, very light peach, orange peach.
It's more yellowish.
Yellow, yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
It's a yellowish orange, like a dark yellow, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I like it. Ooh,
it looks
it's
good.
so good. All right, sorry, I gotta put this thing away, or I'm just gonna be like, my precious.
So, do you want to know something I just realized?
What did you just realize, Jason?
You just said that the footage for this, the embargo, is not until this weekend.
That's right.
And this comes out Tuesday, so a couple
right.
days after.
Sure.
What if it suddenly leaked out before? Would you get in trouble if it was on my channel when we were talking about it?
I'm sure I would get in trouble. I'm sure because, well, the thing is,
I wouldn't do that to you, but
I know you would.
But I was thinking, oh, that might be kind of funny.
I think it's already been leaked.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think there's images of it out there already. But I'm not surprised. You expect that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's funny because like a lot of the YouTubers in the land, the ambassadors, they do get worked up, and rightfully so, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't get so much because I'm like, of course, but I don't care. I don't do it for the money. I just do it for the Lego, you know.
Yeah.
And I get this awesome set. I get to share it with my community, and it's just awesome.
Well, I think you used to get more worked up by it.
Yeah.
Like I just know from our interactions, it bothered you more. Now I think
I've just said
you've just come to
it's
accept
the new reality.
this is what the world is.
It is, you know. And you know, that was one of my rants. Was like, don't support the leakers. But whatever.
But the problem, and Jabo's talked about this before, like people will get a leaked image that's blurry and show it on Instagram or YouTube and talk about it, whatever, and they'll get more views than people that actually have the set.
Absolutely.
So
Yep. And that's when they start, the ambassadors on the land start saying, well, can we do it now? Because the leak's out. The cat's, excuse me, the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
And so they're asking Lego, just move up the embargo for us. Help us out here.
Yeah,
You know?
that doesn't make sense that they won't do that.
Yeah.
But Lego knows best.
Lego
Leave it at that.
knows best. Yeah, right.
All right.
Irregardless, sorry, one of those gummy bears
It's a bear.
is clawing my throat. No, I'm good. Let's continue on.
All right. Do you have any other news to talk
Oh,
about?
what other news? Do I have any city news? Let's see what's going on with the Lego City. I don't think I've had anything going on there. Well, news coming up. Hopefully, we get our Bricklink Designer Program sets. We just found out that yours is on its way.
Yeah, I got the email today that I got the charge on my card
Yeah, I got
2
that.
days ago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because they initially, like way back when you order it, they do a pre-auth. But I got it again, basically making sure the card's still valid.
Right.
And so that's
They want your money.
charged. And then I got the email today saying it's been shipped.
Cool.
And I just looked before we started, and it will be here Thursday, which means it'll be here before you see this.
And I got excited. I thought, well, where's mine? So I looked it up just before we started recording, and yes, mine is coming on Thursday as well. And ironically, I'm not even going to be home for it.
Maybe
It doesn't matter.
Maybe I'll swing by.
Well, you'll swing
Horse
by.
pirate it.
Oh, yeah. You're like waiting for the UPS guy to drop it off. That would suck. Oh, that would be
Hey,
horrible.
Alex. Oh, that's too bad.
Porch pirates. Like,
I have an extra if you want to buy it.
Hold on. Let me look up my camera. Hey, wait a minute.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I know that guy. Man, but no, I don't think that's something I'm excited for. That's my news. Just anticipating.
That's the thing
new
that really
sets.
bothers me because I get these notices like it's gonna arrive tomorrow. So then I'm like all day
Yeah.
like watching like
Yes.
because I don't want someone to take my package off the porch. But I would say it's at least a third of the time that date is wrong, and I'm like watching like did someone take it? Did it come? And I'm
Yeah.
like checking my phone all day
Yeah.
because I don't want that. Or I've had them
Nobody
deliver
wants
it to the neighbor's house.
Yes.
That's not good.
Yes, indeed. Well, you know, quick story. This is many years ago. It was when Palace Cinema was available. So
yeah.
there you go. I ordered it.
Yeah, a lot of years ago.
And yeah, many, many years ago. I ordered it on LegoShop.com, and it showed delivered.
Or was this back at Lego Shop at Home days?
I don't think the Lego store was around back then.
But remember,
Not
before
yet.
Lego.com, it was Lego Shop at Home.
Lego
when
Shop
you
at
could
Home.
call
Yeah, the
in.
catalog. You have to call
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
number. Yeah, it wasn't even a toll-free number.
Can you order still over the phone?
I haven't tried that phone number. The old one, like
I bet
from,
Javo knows. That's probably how he
He's
still
like
does
calling it. Yes, Mr. So-and-so, we just, please
What's
stop
the name
calling.
of that woman that they always talk about that used to sign all of the Lego stuff from Enfield?
Oh,
There's
I
a
don't know.
name. I can't remember her name, and they mention it a lot in the podcast. Anyways.
Barbara.
No, it's,
Irregardless.
anyway,
That's not her name.
someone Williams.
Just
I would
saying.
say.
What was I
Anyways,
saying?
so
this,
you ordered the
I'm not
cinema.
at home, I think, and I call my neighbor. I'm like, hey, there should be a package. Will you go grab it for me just so it's off my porch? And she's like, yeah, sure thing. No package. She calls me like, or she texts me like, there's no package. I'm like, really? Are you sure? It's not. She's like, no, I looked all over. I'm like, and it said delivered. I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, well, it says delivered. So I opened up a claim with, I think it was FedEx.
Okay.
And I opened up a claim, I go through the whole thing. I talked to some lady, and they send me a new one. Okay, I get my new one. My neighbor comes over and says, hey, I think I have your package. It was my neighbor the street next up to me, like over here.
Oh, so the next street over.
It was the
they
same
delivered it.
number, but different street name.
Yeah, I got
And I went, oh. And you know, so I had this free set, but you know what I did? Did I keep it?
You gave it back.
I was honest, and I called them. I was like, hey, I got it. And they said, okay, we're going to give you this label. Just send it back. I was like, okay. I was hoping they would say, just keep it. It's fine. But no, they wanted it back. So,
Yeah, well,
yeah. Darn it.
It wasn't the time where they would let you have the Lego for free.
Not
that
yet.
Time had,
My
had to
time
come.
finally came eventually. Just had to wait for it. So there you go. There's mine. What about you? You got a lot of stuff going on.
My basement is a mess because I have parts all over. I'm trying to rapidly build vignettes. I'm sorting
I'm
and
rooting
building
for you,
at the
man.
same
I
time.
really am. I'm rooting for you to get those done.
So, well, and there's something else I started. I decided I got this harebrained idea one night. I wanted to
boy.
make a little scene for brick slopes, and it was just going to be maybe on
Oh,
like
this is the
2
mystery.
16 by 16 plates.
It's the mystery, Bill. He's not going to tell me about
And
it.
then it ended up becoming a full 32 by 32 base plate.
Oh boy.
So it's mostly built, but I gotta.
You're not going to tell us anything about him?
No, it's gonna be a surprise.
So you have to go to the show to see it, I guess,
Well,
huh?
maybe. I don't know. We'll see as we get closer. But I don't want to tell you.
It's coming up pretty quick here, man.
Well, and that's the thing, because we've got that. We've got a project we're working on for, that collaboration that West Valley Brick Builders asked us to work on. So maybe
Man,
next
Doug,
week.
if you're watching, I'm working. It
I
will be
gave him
done.
an update. Don't worry. I've kept him abreast of,
Oh, good.
of what you've
Alex
been
is
doing.
still slacking. I got the
I
important
told him
things.
you had the figs.
Yes, I
Anyways.
got the important things.
But
I just
yeah.
got to do the environment.
So yeah, next week I think we'll have a preview because I've got mine pretty much done, and I think we'll have a preview of one from Doug.
That
Anyways,
is great.
It's a big Disney thing.
Looking
that's
forward to
all
that,
I'll say.
Doug. Big, huge thumbs up.
That's
2
thumbs
thumbs
down.
up.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm like, it was like my dyslexia hit me because I'm like, yeah, it is thumbs down. Wait, no. Moving right along.
Yeah, so that's the big thing I've been working on.
Yeah.
Still, there's still things I look for. I got some Indiana Jones items. I don't know if you saw the videos. I got 2 DS cases because they have tiles on them, and so it's like Indiana Jones pictures. I made a billboard on my city, like on this Palace Cinema for Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
nice.
So I did that, and I bought a Duplo brick.
You bought a Duplo brick.
I bought a Duplo brick, and I paid more to ship it than I paid for the brick.
That's how it goes sometimes, man.
It was $12 to ship this brick from California. It was like, what is wrong with this? But no, it was a Legoland California Indiana Jones brick
Oh,
from 2008. So it's got
Wow.
a printed thing on there. So
Right on.
I got that, and that was the
But wait, there's more.
that was the haul where we. I opened it. I had 3 packages. I knew what they were.
Oh, yeah.
And 1 mystery package. It was a big long thing. I was like, I don't know what
Mystery
this is.
package.
So I actually told Tanya, I said, open this and make sure, is this Lego or is this some other thing? I don't know. So she opened it up and taped it up, said, yeah, do it in your video.
Thing.
And she said, if you ordered this, you're an idiot. I was like, I don't think I ordered it. I didn't. It was a gift someone sent.
Oh, good.
So,
Whew.
yeah.
Dodged the bullet there. If you order this, you're an idiot.
But the fact that she thought I would just tells you what she thinks. Anyways,
Brutally honest.
you
I
may
like
recall back on May 4th, they had the special
it.
Star
May
Wars
the
bags.
4th be with you.
We're not talking about the online. We're talking about in the store. They had the big shopping bags with the Star Wars logo.
Yeah.
And I had gone down to try to get one, like, I don't know, a couple hours after they opened.
didn't
They were
get
gone,
it.
like, after 15 minutes. Someone sent me one. Yeah, so viewer Brick Jams sent that over, and a couple of sig figs.
Dude,
that was what I brought you.
I'm so stoked for that one. That's cool. I didn't get to record that. Mindy was too tired.
Oh, your Mindy Fig Mayhem?
Mindy Fig Mayhem. Yeah,
If you're
you
watching
are watching
Brick Jams and you know
Brick
where you
Jams
want your fig,
and
tell 'em.
Gelson, I know you're waiting for it too. I'm trying. All right. It's all about trying to get time. First off, my time and Mindy's time, where everything is good. We can come up here and do it.
Yeah.
And that apparently is really hard to do. Really hard to
get it.
do. Even
I
just
get it.
this is getting tough to do. You know what? I wanted to say something. It's not.
That shocks us.
I just
all.
want to say that just if there's any concerns out there that Alex looks burned out, I find that highly offensive. I get tired and I get busy.
Did someone comment that you look burned out?
Someone said, like, what was the word? Maybe he didn't say burned out. Did he say overwhelmed? Or just like,
Was
I
this
don't know.
in the recent video?
It was in one of the videos, and I kind of like, usually I'm watching our episodes as I'm working out, and I just kind of like look through really quick. I'm like, what? I'm not burned out, And I'm like, I'm busy. I'm definitely busy. I'm not bored at all. I got plenty of stuff to do with Lego. I'm excited to do it, but there's so many Lego projects I got to get done. And you probably noticed there's kind of a gap with my videos. I didn't have any videos for a little while. That's because I was working on this project with videos that I can't share for a long time. And that was what was taking up a lot of my time. So if somebody is saying I'm burned out, I'm not burned out, all right? I am enjoying my hobby more than ever right now. It's great.
Sure
Life is
sound
great.
like it.
I'm happy, darn it. No, it's just like, what are you talking about? I'm burned out or overwhelmed. I don't
Did you
know.
see the comment where someone said you're like the guy out on the lawn yelling at clouds? That one made me laugh. We'll probably come across that. It's like, yep, that's...
No, I'm not burned out. I'm enjoying the hobby. I will always, like we were talking about dying last week. And I'm like, I'm not ready to roll over and die.
I know,
yet.
you were so worked up, you labeled your video after that one.
Dude, what?
That was the part
when
made
we
me laugh.
recorded them together,
well-
and I was like, what was in this video? I can't remember. I think you were talking about death. All right, let's talk about death here or whatever I labeled it. It was like, then you said like, yeah, we didn't talk about dying in that one. It was the other episode. Like, all right, fine, I'll relabel. Damage is done, Maybe that's why someone's like, dude, what's wrong with you? Man, no.
That's funny.
I love Lego. I love making videos still, and I love doing reviews, and I love doing city stuff, and castle stuff, and even Star Wars sometimes.
Yeah, we all heard what you thought about Star Wars last time. Earlier today, for those of you that watched, you were ranting about that.
Well, that wasn't bad of a rant.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So
Yeah.
now it's
Well, we're
ruined
talking
Lego.
about. The mashups are kind of. That tells me they're kind of getting desperate. Like, oh man, well, how many X-wings have we put out? Well, let's see here, 28. Oh shoot.
You know what, though?
How many Millennium Falcons? 47. Oh crap. Well, let's do another one, but make it black.
I don't have an issue with especially the mashups. They're not for adults. They're for kids.
Yeah, fine, that's fine. And
I mean,
all the
that's-
Star Wars stuff are for kids. Come on.
No, most of it's for adults.
Most? No. The big sets that kids can't, like, only.
I'm
come
telling
on.
you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say. All right, agree to disagree. Should we have one now?
What is
The
it?
statement is Lego Star Wars is mostly geared towards adults.
No.
Yes.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Come on.
It's so...
It is not. Look, it used to be. Okay, like old guys
no,
like
no,
us
no,
with
no.
the original trilogy,
No.
sure. But look at all the stuff they're pushing out. Like
All the clone people are
Wars,
now adults.
It's like all these cartoons.
Those people
and
are
like-
adults now.
Yeah, but still, dude.
Look at all the people. M&R Productions, they're all adults. This is who collects this stuff. I'm telling you.
Okay, fine.
They have
maybe.
the occasional 4+ set, but the things they're coming out with, they are geared. They know who's buying it. It's adults, and at best case, it's people like me when I had my son, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you like Indiana Jones Lego? It's great," because I wanted that. Not he didn't. He just got a toy. He didn't care. I will stand by that. That is.
I'd still disagree.
Oh no.
I totally disagree because it's Lego at its core is a toy for kids, okay? And that I swear there's so much flipping Star Wars stuff that it's got to be the kids consuming all this.
No, it's adults.
People are like,
All right.
Alex saying this as he's got thousands of dollars of Lego Star Wars behind him. No, I still stand by it.
Okay. If we were to pull up Whatnot right now and look, I guess you have to do it on your phone. I don't know if you can do it on a computer. If you pull up Whatnot, what are all of the streams that are selling Lego selling? Most of them are going to be selling Star Wars minifigures. And who's buying that? Not kids. Yeah, you have some teenagers.
No, kids
or whatever,
rip
but
them
it's
apart.
all adults.
Kids rip them apart.
I'm not saying
They fly the
kids
ships
don't buy
around.
it or they won't sell them to kids, but
I
that's
don't
not
know.
who they're. That's not who's buying that stuff.
Look, I admit I could be way off. All right, I don't look at stats like, oh, let's see, the numbers are in.
I'm not
Let's
looking
see
at
here.
stats. I'm just telling you what I know.
Still,
Because I don't find too many kids talk about Star Wars.
they're going to talk about Star Wars because all the
When I
adults
was a
have the
kid, we
platforms.
did.
Because you mentioned that one YouTuber, of course he's got a YouTube channel.
But
Like little kids have YouTube channels too, and they talk about Star Wars. I'm sure. I don't know.
no, they don't. No, because they're not. You
Where
want to
are
know
they
why
going?
they
What are
don't
the
talk
kids-
about it?
what are the
Because they
kids
got
getting?
the new Star Wars. They got the Disney Star Wars, which is horrible. Kids
That's
are-
what I'm saying. The little kids
That's what
like
I'm saying.
the
It's-
crap Star Wars.
They don't make those
It's
toys.
still Star Wars.
They don't make any of those. They
Yeah, they
have not
do.
made anything after, what was it, The Rise of Skywalker? They haven't remade any of the Disney series sets.
All right, fine.
They
Fine.
keep remaking original
Fine.
trilogy and prequel.
Yeah, they sure do, don't
Or
they, guys?
Mandalorian. They make lots of that.
Yeah, well, that. Never mind. Let's. We agreed to disagree.
We very strongly disagree on this. And going back to I bet most people would agree with me that it's, if people that know Star Wars, I'd be
Yeah,
shocked
but
if
like
they didn't
you
think
don't.
that.
Like from a business standpoint, you're a toy company and you're pumping and you're investing a lot of money with the Star Wars brand, the IP, Disney, right? You're pumping you're pumping a lot of cash into
And the
that cow,
people-
but they're getting a lot of out, right?
And do you know why that is? Because all of the kids that grew up and are adults now have disposable income and they're buying Star Wars crap because they couldn't get it when they were a kid.
So how about this? Lego is like Microsoft. They pump in all of these Microsoft computers in school so the kids grow up on them and then they buy Microsoft when they're adults. If they're smart, right?
So let's think of the most expensive Lego sets ever made. What's the most expensive? There's
Millennium
two.
Falcon
Millennium
and the
Falcon,
AT-AT.
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 Okay, what's the next most expensive set? Would be, I think, the Venator and the Star Destroyer.
650, 700.
Right?
Yes.
So these are not play sets. These are
No,
not
they're
for
not.
kids.
They're to display. They're adult.
They
They're
know who's
Ultimate
gonna buy
Collector's
that.
Series. Yes. But I'm just saying, they get you as a kid. We watched Star Wars. We were kids. We were fans. Then we grew up. You're right. You're not wrong about what you're saying. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I think we
I don't
spent
know. All I know is
way,
you said that
way too much
they-
time on this
They
topic.
sell more to kids and they don't.
Irregardless,
Okay.
Star Wars just, I still stand by what I said last week. It killed the original themes.
Well, if the rumors
Look,
are
it's
true,
fine.
they've killed the Acolyte, which is good. So, okay.
What were we talking about before I went on this tangent?
I don't know. I said something about Star Wars, and you just went off about the new sets being the take apart set. Do you want to talk about some?
I
of the-
wouldn't mind. Okay, so here's my approach as a collector or as an adult. I like the minifigs. Like I wouldn't mind the minifigs that came with that dark Millennium Falcon. What was that? A white Darth Vader? That's cool. That's different.
Yeah,
I like
a
that.
redeemed Darth Vader.
Redeemed Darth
and
Vader.
Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Jar Jar. Like that's cool to have in your collection. I could not care less.
Dark Side Ray. Don't forget that one.
I couldn't care less to have that Millennium Falcon. In fact, I was thinking just today, I'm like, that Millennium Falcon downstairs that kid sold me for way too much money. If I just want to give that away. Like I don't even want that. I don't even want the pieces. You
It's
know,
the small playset one.
it's a small one. Like it's not small. It's
Not
like
the mini
it's
scale, but the-
right. Like I don't care to have that. It's just taking up space downstairs, and I'm to the point where, like, I gotta start making some decisions about You know, and like we were talking about this last week.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting nuts. Like, it gets to the point where, okay, I have achieved my dream of having way too much Lego. I gotta, like, back it off. But I said last week, my foot is on the gas. I'm not pumping the brakes. I'm not even cruising. I'm not letting off. Okay? But something's got to give. Okay? I don't know what to do. Now, I'm sure people are like, oh, well, Alex, let me know. I'll take it off your hands. Sure.
Your foot's on the gas. You're accepting all the free Lego that Lego
Just
will
bring it
send
in.
you.
I'll take that. I'll take the Lego I buy. I'll take the Bricklink designer program sets. I'll take it all. Even stunt sets, apparently.
But then you shipped those off pretty darn quick.
I did get rid of those pretty dang quick, yeah. You know what challenge I'm having now? It's not really a challenge, but I've got a lot of Technic this year.
Yeah.
For land sets, so much, and not as much city sets. Yeah, I have received some, but I'm like, nobody I know really likes the Technic.
Yeah.
So that's been kind of like my challenge. So I've been actually reaching out to more and more people. Like, usually it's teenage boys that like that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the thing is that, you know what's challenging though, man, is that, like, the space Technic sets, I love those. Like,
like the lunar
thingy, the 6-wheel thingy, the spaceship. I love those. I don't want to give them away. I want them. Like, I love those. And where am I going to put it? It's back in the box.
Yeah.
In storage. But I want it for me. I'm being selfish, yes. But, like, there's a lot of sets that I'm like, yeah, I don't care for this. But, like, I showed you some downstairs I just got recently. Like, yeah, I just wanted that set, but they gave me these 3 with it, whatever. But that's my challenge, is that I'm hoarding these because I think I like them. And I do, because they're sets that I would love when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
But I wish I could send them back in time to my 16-year-old self to enjoy.
Well, and what are you going to think 5 years down the road? Like, why do I still have this?
Probably.
Because I was...
Yeah.
So I was going through...
Getting hoarder syndrome here,
trying
guys,
to put some
with Lego.
sets away. You know that pile of unopened sets I had kind of over off by where we film?
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm sitting
finally
there going
decided, I know. It's been there for like a month, and it's grown. And so I finally was like, I got to get some...
It's like, what?
So I went in, and I was like, underneath my city, I took everything out. And there were sets in there that I have, that I bought, that are sealed. I was like, what is that? And I pulled out the box, and I was like, oh, yeah, I do remember I got that.
I think your issue's bigger than mine, man.
Probably.
I think your space issue... Your space issue is bigger than mine.
I just need to get rid of people at my house, not Lego.
You know what? I love your family. I'm not going to say anything. You guys are great. Do they watch this?
Only Tanya.
Oh, only Tanya. You guys got to get up. The things you do for your kiddos, man. I'm so close to having an adult child for the first time. Next year, it's happening.
So my daughter is going to Florida to
that's
do
right.
the Disney college
yeah, that's
program.
coming up here.
And so she's leaving.
So is that room becoming a Lego room?
She's already told me, you can't put anything in. I'm coming back.
No, well, that's your house. We'll see.
So we'll see.
Oh, goodness. Wow.
All right.
All right, let's move on to the... We started agree to disagree already, but do you want
to finish some news? There was a couple sets.
Finish.
So,
yeah, we got to talk about some sets.
Okay, so we talked about, the first one I had on the list was the 1/8 supercar, so we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
The next one, while you went to the Star Wars topic, we'll touch on that. So there was the Sarlacc pit with the skiff, Jabba's sail barge, the skiff.
Yeah.
That was revealed.
Oh, okay.
And it's a big deal because people are freaking out over the price. It's like $80, I think.
Do you have the set number?
No, I don't have the set number.
What's it called? Sarlacc pit?
I think it's
Lego
like the Desert Skiff.
Desert Skiff. I haven't seen it. Desert. Is that it right there? Lego Desert Skiff Escape?
Not that one. Try the
2024.
Yeah.
Is it on here?
It's probably on Lego now, but
Oh, there's the Lambo.
Go to...
What the Smurf, dude?
Go to the Star Wars. Just go to theme. Oh my gosh.
Dude, chill, all right?
You're the one that let out a groan, not me.
I just want to. Well, if it's like, you know what?
That's my theme. He's new to this.
I don't go online.
He doesn't
I
shop
don't
on here
shop.
anymore.
I just get them at my front door automatically. What are you talking about? Lego Star Wars. What the
It's
heck?
keep on having Star Wars. It's just Star
Oh,
Wars.
it's just Star Wars.
That's right.
Would you like to know? Oh, yes.
If you go
The
to
Dark
this
Falcon.
one here, you'll see more per page. Okay.
C-3PO.
Oh, there's that droid, the creative
What the
droid
heck?
thing. You get to decorate the droids. There's like mustaches. and stuff.
$100 for that?
Well, it's four.
Oh, they're
little
pretty
droids
big,
and
though.
No, it's I don't know. It's overpriced, but
Well, sure it is.
it's not something obviously.
Stormtrooper mech, Boba Fett mech. What a... Well, yeah.
don't know
Ooh,
if
a
it's
TIE
on
Interceptor. I gotta get that. $230 is ridiculous, though. $230. Why in the world? You know what? Just move on, because apparently... price. You said it was about $80, and it was $75 to $100. Play the Jeopardy music.
I don't know. I've seen it online. I can't.
I've seen it online. Oh, wait.
Here it is.
No, that's
It's right
it.
here.
Must pod.
75396 is the number.
Oh. Oh, here it is. Yeah. you're right.
Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit. There you go.
Oh. Do you like what they're doing with a exclusive minifigure with it?
I don't have an issue with it. I think it's okay because we haven't got these figures any other way, and you probably won't. Like if they didn't release him in
Just
like
give him
a
Sarlacc.
Return of the Jedi set.
Sarlacc has 2 C's in it, huh? What do you know? Let's see. So it is
So it's 558 pieces and $80.
bucks. $80. Well, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigs, including an exclusive.
Yeah.
The Sarlacc itself looks kind of weak.
Well, it's weird because it's
The skiff
built,
looks all right.
It's built up. Like the Sarlacc Pit is a hole in the ground,
Yeah.
but you got to build up. But I mean, I understand
It's like an
they
ant
have
hole.
to
It's a
because-
Sarlacc hole, or what do they call it? Mound.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like about?
What do you don't like about
I
it?
still remember the Sarlacc Pit before it had the little face thing in there. Like it was just the hole with
Oh
teeth.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how it was when I was a kid. There was no.
Yeah, there was no
tentacles,
mouth.
but there
tentacles,
was not
and it was
this-
just like the esophagus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. So okay, that was a lot of
Well-
time spent on a kind of a pointless Lego set.
Well,
but
because that's gonna pair well with the UCS Jabba sail bars that's coming out. That's what it's gonna be.
well, there you go. Yeah, no information on that one yet. Is that an August or September release, or is it an October?
I think it's October.
Okay, so we got to wait a little bit until the leaked images come out.
Well, they had the one in the survey. That's where it came out last year.
Survey says.
I had that survey.
okay.
Anyway. Okay. So we'll move along. We talked about that. For the next item, we will talk about
Next item of business.
last week's poll question.
Oh yeah, let's do
Because
this.
it's related to this. So there's a new set that came out.
Oh,
or
good. I'm
was-
glad because I was wondering.
Unveiled. It's-
Yes.
What was it? Go ahead.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Did you see the little teaser announcement of that with the girl like swimming?
Yeah, the little video.
And
And
then
it
the shark
bounces
comes
on
up and
the-
just like tickles her. Ah! Like. Oh.
Well, that's the teaser. Did you see the whole cartoon? Like they have a whole. Like,
Oh, I didn't see the whole
3-minute
cartoon.
They have a 3-minute one. It's kind of entertaining, but
No, I didn't see that. I just saw the teaser.
so they've got the Jaws set, and it's like the diorama.
yeah, they did a
Metal.
diorama with it.
And so it's
yeah.
the boat and the shark, but it also has the stand for the shark, which is kind of bizarre to me. So
I think. Okay, let's do the survey first, then I'll talk about how I
the
feel about it.
question was, what do you think about the new Lego Jaws set?
What do you think about what do you think about it? Oh, did you give? Oh, it's great. They missed the mark, or it's just okay.
Yeah. And out of 172 votes, 65%
Oh.
think it's great.
A lot of okay. 2/3 of you. Okay.
3% don't like
Wow,
it.
a
They
very
think they missed
small
the mark.
amount.
And 31, it's just okay.
Huh.
And some of the comments we got on this. Joe Bowling, I like it a lot
Joe?
better than I thought I would.
Oh.
I didn't care for the original submission, but I think giving it the same treatment as the Jurassic Park T-Rex breakout set helps a lot. including the stand for just the shark is a nice way to give both the shark and the scene with it. Moments of the Magic, it's a cool concept, and I hope they continue with the movie diorama, but I cannot see it on my shelf. Charlie Wallace, we're going to need a bigger room. Yeah, okay.
Clever.
That goes without this set.
Yeah,
We just discovered that. Contra Bricks Build Craze 8916. We're going to need a smaller Jaws set boat for the Lego City. Reventon Row 6111. Kind of boring. Nice boat, and the shark looks cute. Not sure if Lego were aiming for a cute shark, but...
It doesn't look very menacing.
No. Well, I mean, part of it has... It's kind of one of these things. You know, Lego, they try not to go into certain topics. And you're dealing with a shark that eats people. So, you know, I don't know. It's kind of like Indiana Jones. He fights Nazis. Well, it's just a generic soldier. Yeah, we all know what it is. Let's see. Then we have 2 more comments from Contra Brick Bill Craze.
Got a lot to say, man. Okay.
If I was a collector to resell, well, I do keep the odd GWP set. This is maybe meant for the regular. That's funny. Think it's more of a display set, but until see a built one, it would be great to see it next to the city with boats or cargo boats, the Maersk ship. We're gonna do that. You're gonna put the Jaws in your.
So yeah, no.
The diorama makes it where you can't really do that.
And I think that's. I was trying to think of what bugs me about it. When I saw it, I was disappointed, and especially when I saw the price tag, I was like, $150? Why? And I was looking at the reason why: 3 minifigs, and a shark. And I think what I don't like about it is the fact that it's one of those sets that not all the pieces are in it at once, because you can take the shark apart to make it go under the water, so its body is under the water.
So that's how he's coming out.
And then I'm like, well, what am I going to do with its tail? I got to keep track of it.
That's what you put on the little stand and just shark tail.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean that's fine, because it kind of falls victim, in my opinion, to almost all of Lego Ideas sets. The concept from the fan submission is amazing, and that's what we fall in love with. What we get on the other side is something very different, and I think and I fell victim to it again, man. I was thinking like, oh, it's going to look great, and I think in my mind I was thinking of something like that early on fishing boat from Lego Ideas. I don't know if it wasn't Lego Ideas. It was a Bricklink set, I think. One of the early ones, like the Practice Season 1 or something like that. Yeah, that's the
So
fan
this is
submission.
what the original submission looks like.
And I was like, that looks so great. I love it. Yeah, it looks good. The shark looks good. But they went the Jurassic Park route.
Well, but I mean, so if you look at, it doesn't have a base, right? The original submission.
No.
Most people don't have a Lego City they're going to put it in. And if you did, what would you do? Would you put him on top of the water, the shark?
You see, I don't know, and that's why I'm trying. Maybe
or
I'm
you're
not
just pull the fin off and put it on the
not
water,
being
right?
fair. Yeah, because in my mind it would be a display case or a display set, but the shark is split into 2, man. So
well, I think that's
what
where
about,
they're giving you the option, I guess.
So here's an opportunity for us is to create a tank display. So you have the display, you make it, you build it up, and you have like a bunch of clear elements below, and then you can see the shark swimming underneath the orca.
So
What do you
if
think
you
about
had
that?
the option, how about this?
What are our options?
If your option was you just got the stand with the boat and the half shark, and you didn't have the tail of the shark and the little shark stand, whatever. So you just had that part and you saved $20. Would that be worth it to you, or would you rather? Because you get the flexibility of.
No, what they did is fine.
I don't know.
It's just, I don't know. It's just something in my core that says, why can't it be? And I don't know. Maybe my expectations are too high with these things. I think they did fine. Maybe it's the price tag. But whenever I get a set that I have to choose how to display it, with or without this or that, it just kind of like, I don't like that. I like having it all together. I don't like these 3-in-1
You don't wanna
sets or
make your own
2-in-1
choice.
sets.
You want them to make the
I want them to
decision
make
for
a
you.
decision for me. Yes.
At $150, you shouldn't have to think. Is
That's
that what
right.
you're saying?
Gosh darn it. $150. Man, that's a lot of money for a set that doesn't look very big.
Yeah.
Like the Orca, the boat is small. You see that? It is small.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to end up in my collection or not. I ended up getting that Jurassic Park one, though, because I wanted the Jeep. But then I found another one that had it, and I bought that. Oh, you know what's so funny? So my
you got the set with the...
it was the Triceratops set with the big amount of poop, and
got
it
that
had
one.
one of those Ford Explorers with it.
Okay.
I was like, sweet, I'll get it. Bam. I've had it forever. So I bought it, and then I brought it over to my parents' house over the weekend because my brother was in town with his family, and his kids love building Lego sets. So I brought some sets over for them to build, and that was one of them. So one of his girls built it. I was like, here you go. And I went and played baseball, basketball, and, made myself super sore. And I come back in, I was like, oh, there, you got it done. Fantastic. And it took her forever, all night she was working on this thing. And I get back to it. I was looking at it. I'm like, because there's always extra pieces.
Yeah.
And I look at that extra piece, and I go, oops.
You shouldn't have anything that's for long.
These are a lot of extra pieces, and these are not extra pieces. If you know, you know. And so I ended up rebuilding it because I had to figure out where, they missed 8 1x1 circular studs, flat. And then there were I don't know. I appreciate the effort. Did I have a point with that? Oh yeah, so I have a Ford Explorer. You know what I noticed though? The Ford Explorer in that one has a number on it, like a number 4. Do they all have different numbers from the different sets? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
But wait a minute, that set had a Jeep. It should have had a Jeep too. I need the Jurassic Park Jeep.
Because I have the one, Tony
didn't
got
have
the
that
one
one.
with the Barbasol can. And
Oh
I
yeah.
can't- what's his
That
name?
has the Jeep in it though, doesn't it?
It has a Jeep. It doesn't have the Ford Explorer.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I need to get the Jeep still.
Yeah.
I think
That's
those
not
are
a bad
cool.
set. It's only $20.
Only $20. Cha-ching.
And if you watch, you can get it probably for 16.
You know it. All right, sorry, we went down a lot of rabbit holes there. But anyway, okay, so Jaws, do you like it? Let us know in the comment
Well,
section
they
below.
already did. They already told us.
That was a survey. We would like to know your thoughts more in deep. Never mind.
No. They're going to be commenting on Star Wars and how you were wrong. Okay. Should we...
Moving right along.
Let's see. So we covered those. Do you want to do a couple more agree, disagree?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, I thought.
We have one that
Oh.
someone specifically sent in. So they
Really?
have they
Is this
sent it in.
our first fan submission? Agree or disagree?
It is, and they. It's kind of funny the way they sent it in. Let me see if I can find it here.
Okay.
They sent it in basically with their response, but so I don't. Where did it go here? It's a rant to discuss. Okay. So I've kind of worded this, and then I'll read this as their response. So, all right, let us know when you're ready.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. All right, so this is saying, essentially their point was when Lego does builds, like modulars and some of the bigger sets, that they waste a lot of space in their builds. Or they don't use space wisely. So-
In general?
Yes. So and they specifically, they said they noticed it with the Gringotts Bank, and they talk about some of the exterior space and some of the interior space in the modulars. So
Trying to think what my
So-
response would be on that. That's an interesting question.
so the statement we'll go with, and then I'll read this. This is, I guess, the best way I could translate it is, Lego does not use space properly in their builds.
Okay. I'm just kind of thinking through that
Okay.
with my experience with building Lego. And I think, okay, so
Okay.
do you agree that they waste space?
Correct. So if you think they use the space really good, then you're going to give a thumbs down. If you
Okay,
think they could do better, you'll give a thumbs up.
gotcha. All right, you ready?
Go.
Oh,
Oh, we got
we disagree.
Disagree.
We disagree. So I disagree with that. I think they do a great job filling in the space.
Filling
But-
in what?
What?
Filling in what?
Their space.
What?
Their space. They fill in their space really well. Check your space.
Let me read this. So
All right.
this was from John Powell. We hear from
Oh,
him.
John, all right.
He says, while building the Gringotts Bank, I was quickly reminded of how much space LEGO wastes on the base plates of their sets.
Oh, okay.
Almost half of the plate is covered in sidewalks, a useless wall, and a shop that is about 5 by 8 studs, so you can't even get a minifig in it. This leaves little space for the actual bank, which is now so narrow I can't get my hand inside to place a minifig. I've noticed the same thing for many of the modulars, sidewalks to match the buildings together. I understand, but alleys and additional micro-sized shops just waste space that could be used to, and every one of the spaces is in parentheses.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Waste space that could be used to increase the size of the main build. Rooms could be larger to place minifigs and details. The piece count would be about the same since the wasted area is covered anyways. It just plucks my nerves. Was curious as to Alex and your opinion on this take of the topic.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, overall, like when I look at a modular, I don't look and I'm like, yeah, this is a total, this thing is all screwed up. But, and I had the advantage, I had already read this because
Sure.
I had to prep.
Yeah.
And as I was reading, I was like, you know what? There is some of that. Like the little donut shop next to the police modular is real tiny. And this little tiny apartment with, I don't know, you come up the stairs on the back. Like there's no stairs. It's like the
Yeah.
ladder to climb up into the
So-
apartment. Like some of that stuff. And I get you're limited to 32 by 32 plate, but
So his argument is that given a 32 by 32 base plate, a lot of space is wasted on sidewalks and not for the building itself to make it larger to get things
well,
in and
either
out.
sidewalks or some of the small little builds within it,
Okay.
whether it be those little things.
Because what I thought in my mind with that, I thought, or how I interpret it was, well, they do a good job of fitting a lot of stuff in those buildings. For example, I immediately started thinking about the Ninjago modulars and how they're massive and they do a great use of space like up high. And down low, it's kind of open.
Yeah.
There's waterways, sidewalks, things like that. But in the build itself, there's a lot of small rooms that are hard to get to. I agree, but I thought that was a good thing. I thought that was like, hey, they're really making an effort to really put stuff and like a lot of great detail inside of their modulars and buildings and things like that.
I think a lot of that goes to, and I think we've talked about this before, is kind of the weird scale, right? I mean, I don't know, people said minifigures are not designed to human scale or
Yeah.
whatever, and that leads to weird dimensions
Yes,
in the
true.
rooms. And I get it. I mean, if you were to make, a modular and the rooms were relative to a real room in a house or an apartment, the sizes wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
And so I get that part of it, but some of them it's just weird. Like,
Well,
I would actually have a bigger issue with some of the things they choose to put together, like, the downtown diner. I love that build. I think it's great. You've got the diner, and you've got a boxing gym,
You got a gym,
and you've got
then
a recording studio. That makes no sense.
Hey, keep it down
and
there.
an apartment. It's like, who's going to be recording next to that? I don't know. Those are the kind of things that I just
No, I think
or the old pet shop with like no pets.
no pets in it. Well, I don't have that set, the green guy. That's the one with the big base
Yeah, with
underneath
the
it,
base.
right? So I'll take your word for that. What does come to mind, though, I think that kind of goes along with your argument, is corner modulars. That's a lot of space and sidewalks that is wasted. That's what I've always liked the ones that are not modulars, because like you get so much more build in them.
Yeah.
especially like the green grocery, even though it's kind of hollow, that does have a really good use or opened up space inside of it. Because of that, it's close to the front of it. There's only like 6 studs of room there in the front for the sidewalk, and then it's
So
all.
is there
built.
no alley in the back?
There is sort of an alley in the back. It's I don't know.
I mean, the problem
it's
is
different
if they
than
went right up
just a
to
flat.
the last stud,
Yeah.
you might end up with
You're
issues
hitting
with
other
things
things, yeah.
not lining up, right?
Yes.
So you have to allow 1 or 2 studs, and then I don't know.
Yeah, and Cafe Corner suffers a lot because it has that indent instead of covering it all up. The Palace Cinema does a great job for a corner building of making great use of the space of that because it goes all the way back, and but also that's right up against the next Monsters. It's right up against.
Yeah.
You know, there's no room in there. So.
Isn't that the only modular that's 2 stories? Because it's got that big theater 2nd story, so there's not a 3rd floor, and I think all of the others do.
Oh, Brick Bank is 2 stories.
Oh, okay.
That's a corner, I think.
Okay.
So those 2,
Yeah.
yeah, almost had it.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that submission. That was good. We disagreed though, but we kind of disagreed. But I totally see
Do you
the point.
feel as strong about it after hearing his point? I guess would be the
No, I see his point. Yeah, and I don't disagree with the point at all. I think they could do a better job of that. I guess it just depends on the build and what you're looking for. Personal preference. Like I said, I don't have the brick or green gots, so.
I think the bigger issue I have with that one is one of the key features of it. Like you can take it off of that mine track, but then what do you do with that?
What do you do with it? Yeah.
Like you put that in your city, and now you've got this weird
Right.
tree-looking thing. I mean, I don't know.
Yep.
All right. Okay, here we'll do another quick one here. The statement is Brickzar will complete his shirt-a-day quest for the year. So do you think he will make it, or do you think he'll miss?
Okay, ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we agree.
Never a doubt.
Yeah. I think barring something drastic happening, you know.
Well, he's super
But-
careful about it. He does a lot of stuff in advance.
Well, then
So he's
that's
got
the
this
thing.
all
I'm a
planned
member,
out.
so I see his videos, and that's part of what makes it difficult. Like when we're doing shirts, I've seen these videos like a month and a half ago. It seems like, like
Yeah.
you know, partially we're behind, but partially I've seen recent stuff. So
Speaking of which, should we look at the shirts?
we can look at shirts.
All right.
Go ahead and hit the thing.
Hit the thing.
Old guy.
New shirt.
All right. So again, we're still trying to catch up from our Brick World
Ah, yes.
delay. So we've got another
Brick
9
World.
shirts we're looking at. So first we have a classic Mickey.
Classic Mickey Mouse.
And
job.
I can't remember why he was showing that truck. There was some reason. I think it was, I don't even remember. I could, I
Okay.
guess, lie, but I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, and then we've got another.
Oh, some of those bikes.
yeah,
bike ones.
I didn't realize he was such a big.
Wow,
biker.
I did not
Or
know
used
that.
to be. I don't know if he does now.
Wow.
But
Now
yeah,
that
so this
that's
one,
an expensive hobby.
yeah, and that one was from like '93.
Wow.
Rag '93.
Hey, that's when the Skull's Eye Schooner came out.
Yeah.
Great pirate ship.
Looking at Nexo Nights.
Nexo
Did you ever
Nights.
do Nexo Nights?
I got a poly bag or 2 of them. That's about it.
Okay. Next, we have a classic Lego cowboy.
Hey, right on. Yeehaw.
Then we come down to.
What the heck is that? That's nothing.
So he's wearing a black shirt, and you know, he did this set, which is the Black Widow set
Oh,
from
okay.
San Diego Comic-Con. So that was his connection.
Oh, okay.
I had to have a
really
reason
nice.
to wear this black shirt.
There you
Dude,
go. You got it.
366 shirts is a lot of shirts.
Yeah, it's a
so
lot of shirts. We get it.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
it might just. He had that white shirt at the beginning, and then he had a gray shirt, and that is black. Maybe he just hasn't washed it.
It's just like
the same shirt.
monochromatic shirts.
He's like he's tricking us all. Okay, next we have this one was from 1989, I think. Yeah, 89 bicycle ride across Georgia. So
Wow.
this is Bragg 89, and I think he said this was the first time he ever had a beer.
In '89, huh?
Yeah.
Dang.
And he had a bag of, I want to say, I don't know if it was. I was going to say Fabuland, but I could be wrong.
I wonder if he's spacing out these types of shirts. Like if he's got like, okay, I'm gonna wear one every so many days, and that should,
I don't know.
I don't know if he's got
one
that
of these,
planned out that way.
He
or not.
wore it on the day. One of the brag shirts, I think it was
Oh, okay.
to the day. So I don't know if it was this one or the other one. I can't remember. Might have been that one.
Exactly 32 years ago.
It was something like that where he said that. So next we have They Might Be Giants.
Well, that's what I was saying about the thingy.
Oh, that's the one you're.
That's what I was referring to, not
I thought you
the
were talking
bikes.
The brag. Sorry.
Because I'm assuming he's got more of these types of shirts. They Might Be Giants than anything else.
Well, that clearly,
maybe even Lego related shirts.
Well, that and Vsauce we've been seeing a lot.
The Vsauce, yes.
So this set here, a few episodes before, he had reviewed this set. He had ordered one that was sealed and accidentally opened it.
Oh no!
So he ended up building
He
it.
accidentally opened it.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Okay, next. Oh, this video started with In the Dark.
Oh,
This is a They Might Be Giants flood shirt. No,
dude.
no, but
Oh.
this is his canary.
Oh,
Anyways,
the canary.
Yeah. And I was very disappointed because all these people commented on this about different songs from this album. This is probably the most popular They Might Be
Wow.
Giants
Okay.
album. It's the one with Istanbul. Not Constantinople.
Oh, yes.
It's got some other ones. But there's a song on there, Whistling in the Dark. And he didn't whistle or mention it. And I thought that was a real missed opportunity,
gotta-
Jabo.
Maybe he was just waiting for the real fans to notice that.
Well,
and
I
say
called
something.
it out. I don't know. Anyway, and then he didn't reply, I don't think. But maybe he did, and I just forgot.
Sad, even as a member.
Yeah. Kraken Mare Lunar Park.
The Kraken.
Oh, this is where he built that
I thought
agent set.
I thought that said Lincoln Park.
No. And then finally, super
You know
easy,
what?
barely an inconvenience.
Wearing a shirt, a different shirt in every video for every day of the year is super easy. Barely an inconvenience. It sure is, sir. Wearing a different shirt every day is tight.
Well, I think the one where he had the beer, that one was from, it was a medium, he said. He had to lose like 25 pounds to fit it.
25 pounds?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, he's been trying to eat better, I think.
Losing weight is not super easy.
No.
Not
And that
very
that
much.
is very much an inconvenience.
It sure is, sir.
So yeah, he had at the very beginning of this video, he had an Amazon package. They had shipped some, I think it was the cherry blossoms,
Oh, okay.
and they were in a box, and they were all, or one of these padded mailer things, and it was just smashed.
Bummer.
So that's why I think he was making
Super
fun of them.
smashed
So
boxes.
there you go. There is your old guy.
New shirt. That was super easy. Barely anything. Is that going to be hard to do?
Shall we do some food?
Let's get it out of the way. I told Jason as he was driving here, he called me. I was like, dude, we don't have to do it. Like, we can skip it. I don't think anyone's
wanna
going to
skip it?
really be upset. Sure, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Let's skip it and see what happens.
I want to eat something. I'm hungry. Do you want something from Europe or from Asia?
You know, we did Asia recently. Let's
We did
do
Asia
Europe.
last week. Okay. We did Asia earlier today, actually. All right.
They look like Whoppers.
Today we have Maltesers.
I thought they were Maltzers.
No, I think it's Maltesers.
Maltzers.
Maltesers.
Maltzers.
Does it have an E on it? Let's look and see. That's how we figured out you like European food if it has an E.
Rated E for everyone.
E for every sugar.
Well, it's
loving-
obviously candy. I don't think I'm going to go like, oh, I don't like this. Now, there has been some candy that's lacked taste. These are totally Whoppers. These are Whoppers.
No, they're Maltesers.
Dude, you're killing me with this stuff, man.
Okay, fine. We'll quit it.
That's totally a Whopper. That's a Whopper.
No, it tastes off. You don't taste the malt as much.
Oh, now I do. Now it's a different taste. The
Oh.
chocolate is different.
I don't like it as much, I don't think.
Okay. At its core, it is a Whopper.
Yes,
But
fundamentally.
I think this actually tastes better than a Whopper.
Really?
Oh,
Oh, no.
yeah.
Yeah, these don't taste as malty as a Whopper to me. Anyway. All right.
Yeah, they're all right.
Okay, there you go.
They're not gummy bears, but all right. Well, that was pointless.
Jeez.
I'm just saying, like, they can't taste it. I mean, all we can say is, I love it. I hate it. It's all right. So, Maltzers.
Maltesers.
Have you had a Maltzer? If you had a Whopper, you've had a Maltzer. Maltesers. Maltzers.
Okay, whatever. All right, shall we do a community commentary?
Yes. Let's do community commentary because that's what people want to see. I want to see us eating Maltzers.
Okay, so we have.
I had a fan reach out to me personally, telling me that he seriously disliked this segment. I was like, I'm telling Jason, dude. I tell him all the time. And I know that there's some people that say they like it. I have a hard time believing that still. Well, in our live stream, I was eating ice cream, so whatever.
And gummy bears.
And gummy bears. You know what? Yeah, you're not wrong. I do that. So I can't say anything. But I'll say something anyway. Maltzers. Get your Maltzers. Did you get these at Trader Joe's?
No, I got these at Pirate O's.
What O's store did you get them
The
from?
import store.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm guessing they were going to be imported.
yeah. All right.
Imported Maltzers.
So next we have a community commentary submission. This is from DL_Bricks on Instagram. We've
DL
seen
Bricks.
him before.
Thanks, man. All right, what do we got?
This is Dennis. He says, hello again from Michigan's Upper Peninsula. I believe that would make him an Ooper. Isn't that what they call him?
An Ooper?
Oopers?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what they call them from the Upper Peninsula.
Oopers.
Breaking news remains one of my favorite things about Tuesdays.
Especially the food segment.
But we need more community commentary.
We do.
To assist, I'm sharing a few more builds from my collection, this time focusing on some recent mocks.
Ooh, nice. Mock builder.
The first is a mod of the Natural History Museum, which I made two-sided, with the front and rear now being almost identical. Before, the ugly side was too prominent and distracting as you entered the room. He's the one that had the big city and had like a kind of a, I don't want to say a park area, but there was like a park area, like with the ponds and big, I don't know, you'll see.
Sounds familiar.
You'll see. You'll see it. You'll be like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've pushed myself on the next two mocks. Tend to be simpler, stark designs, but I've been forcing myself to add more details. In the City Pizza and Cafe mock, it's the blue and green building, I've included several references to set 31097, the Townhouse Pet Shop and Cafe, for historical reasons.
Oh.
It replaced a townhouse mod in the city. The references includes a balcony, an adjacent window, pergola, and most obviously, the coffee sign.
Okay.
The original boxcar, which is the medium nougat building, was the second oldest mock still in my city, but it was pretty plain. In this update, I wanted to keep the overall design, but also dress it up a bit.
All right.
And for something completely different,
And now for something completely different.
I've also included a postcard mock of my hometown, Columbus, Indiana.
Oh, cool.
Columbus is a hotbed of post-war architecture. It essentially became a place where emerging architects went to make their homes.
Oh, interesting.
The buildings are, from left to right, the Republic by Myron Goldsmith, First Christian Church by Hillel
Saruman.
No, I know it's not that.
All right.
And Cleo Rogers Memorial Library by I.M. Pei. And North Christian Church Eero Saarinen.
You got two Christian churches.
Yeah. Plus Henry Moore's large arch. Pei went on to design the pyramid at the Louvre. Yep. And
yeah.
Saarinen designed the St. Louis Gateway Arch.
The Louvre.
And he says, I really appreciated the feedback last time, and hopefully your audience will enjoy the builds.
Did we give him feedback last time?
Well, we talked about it. We told them how great we like this stuff.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
So this is the one, because there was like a little residential area over here. You can see like some of that. So here are the mocks.
Whoa. Dude, that's nice.
Yeah, I like the angles here.
That
that's not
is-
easy to do. And to make it
look good.
look like it just fits, I think it looks really good.
I like that a lot. Ooh. Me likey that too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The first thing when I saw this that it made me think of, and it's probably the top that made me think of this, is it reminded me of kind of the brick bank.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was what came to my mind. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just what I think. And then here is the postcard. But I think it's cool.
That's cool, yeah. I almost thought like, oh yeah, that's one of the Lego postcards, but he did that.
Yeah, when I first saw the picture, when I opened the email,
I was like,
oh, I
that's
don't.
what I expect
I'm
a
like,
Lego
is this a
set.
new one? I'm like, oh no, it's not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of cool, and you now know how hard it is to build in micro scale and have it look good.
I now know. And knowing's half the battle.
I think it's funny that you hadn't really built in micro scale before we started this.
Yeah, I guess so.
And now you're a big paid professional.
Big paid professional, that's right. That is right.
Anyway.
That's cool.
So there
Thank
you
you
go.
for sharing that, man. That's awesome.
that's cool.
Those are nice. Very nice.
All
Yes, I have seen it myself. It is very nice.
Better. We already have one.
Okay, but I don't think he'll be too keen. He's already got one. What did he say?
He said they already have one.
Can we see it?
I don't think so.
You English type. What are you? We are French. How do you think we have this outrageous accent? I know this kid back in my 20s, he had that entire, and this is back in the late 90s, he had that entire thing memorized. Word for word. It could recite the whole movie. It was amazing. And he could do the accents quite well as well.
Yes.
So you recite the whole movie? Oh yeah, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. See, now I got Ryan George on the head near
Is that the
pitch meeting.
Pitch
meetings are hysterical. You haven't checked it out already? Go ahead and check out the
Yeah.
pitch. Like they need you, but it's a funny, it's hysterical. I don't watch movies anymore. I watch pitch meetings. It's more entertaining and it saves me 2 hours.
All right. Shall we do some comments?
Let's do some comments. The comment section with the Breaking News Cast.
All right. So this is from.
What are we reading though?
Oh no, this is.
Are we reading from last Tuesday or the Tuesday before that?
We got to
Tuesday?
go to last Tuesday, right? Yes. See, I put the date in there because it makes it easier. That's why I put it.
Let's make it easy.
Okay. Here we go. So this was the episode that changed names.
That changed the name. Yes, sorry about that.
All right. Tea Time Channel says number 1. Good for you.
Way to go! Woo! Oh, let's take a moment.
It's all downhill for
Let's
here.
take a moment to just appreciate that he was first. A moment of silence.
Is it a he or she? I don't know.
It's probably a dude. It really is.
Tea Time Channel? I don't know.
Women
Why
don't
do
waste
people
their
do
time.
that? I have to ask.
Do what?
Like, was this like a thing? I know people, I see it all the time, but like, who started that first?
That one dude that was first.
Who was the first? Like, it's just, I don't know.
It was dumb.
It's dumb. Okay.
Slow clap.
Here you go. Agree or disagree? It's dumb to write first in a video. There we go.
Wait. Have you ever done that before? Oh, okay, good.
I mean, unless I did it on one of yours because I screwed around with you.
First.
I would never do it on purpose.
I didn't do that on yours now. I'm going to try to make that
I saw
happen.
someone, they wrote like 8th. So that made me laugh. I thought that was funny. Okay. Linus Dews 3151, first time watching your podcast.
Well, thank you.
Love it.
Oh, you do? Wow. Whew.
You were thinking I was going to say,
I was like, wow, that was something else. Thanks, but no thanks.
John Volkatura, 1019. Yes, Moon Patrol on the C-64.
Yes.
Sweet.
Oh.
Do you remember Space Taxi?
Oh, do I remember Space Taxi? You know what though? When I was looking for those VHS tapes at my parents', guess what I found? The Commodore 64. There it was. I was like, oh, so many memories. Playing all kinds of fun stuff. Centipede, Commodore 64. Like they had the Hardball was on that too. I remember, like, if you hit it to the outfield and then you wanted to throw it to home, it would go, and it would literally take 25 seconds. And you're like, oh, why is it taking so long? And meanwhile, the guy's running around the base normal. Yeah! And then would come in. I'm like, you hit a home run on a single?
Okay. Moving on. Blammers
Sorry.
says,
Blammers!
you'll definitely be the coolest grandpa.
Who, you?
I'm guessing that you.
We'll be all
you were
be
talking
cool
about
grandpas.
Jimmy
Yeah, because
bringing
Jimmy
his
came
kids and
in. That's
dropping them
right.
off.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Zack Attack.
Zack Attack.
I was at Brick World in Detroit, Michigan last November,
Right.
and the way you described how your kids would be at Brick World is how.
Oh, I remember that. How your parents were.
Yes.
That's exactly
Okay.
how my parents were. They'll
Sorry,
come.
It reset. I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
they'll come and
Yeah.
check it out. I bet I was like, when
Well, this
he
is how
came.
his parents were.
I know, but like,
No.
yeah, like okay.
Because
we're
your
gonna-
parents came. I met your
Well,
mom and dad
remember
last
Dad.
year.
But like, my dad will go in there, and he'll just like, all right, where's your stuff? Oh yeah, well I got this right here, and I think that was when I had the Shmu Tower, and what else did I have there? I can't remember. what else.
hospital?
The hospital, yeah. He's like, you have anything else here? I'm like, no. He's like, all right, well I'm gonna go. I was like, well hold on.
Well, he's
You-
going to love it this year. You're only bringing one thing.
I know, like you paid to get in here. You got to check out some cool stuff. So I forced him to look around for a while, and I had him meet G-Ma Brick. Remember her with the Lifestar? They talked, or at least my mom did, and they had a good time. I was like, see, pops, hang around a little while, meet some people. But anyway, I'll make him come out and do the same thing again next month. Moving right along.
Chef Eddie says,
Chef Eddie?
Jimmy should be the director. He was like, let's wrap this segment up, guys.
Yes, very, very, very true. Thanks, Jimmy.
Pasta Jensen, you really keep a brave face there. I know it must hurt.
I'm trying to think what that was
At
in reference to.
4:38, so something early in the episode. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
Oh.
it did.
I could click on
I
it,
think,
but I'm not going
yeah, which Jimmy said he didn't care for something. I don't know, like he would
was it the
rather have.
food? Did we,
Was
we
it
didn't
the
do
food?
the food early,
No.
did we? I don't think.
I think it was something about he didn't care to have like the Lego City. He'd rather have a couch or something. I don't know. Maybe that was. I
that
can't
that
remember.
early? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Brickthar says, I will not have seen things on a bigger channel. Because he doesn't.
Oh, that's
watch
right.
bigger
Okay,
channels
I was
or
trying to think of the
something.
context there.
'Cause
Yes.
I think we said something like, well, you probably. Oh, because
You've seen it on another
I
channel.
said I
out
didn't
there.
show Mox because it's on the bigger channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. John Powell, personally, I don't watch the bigger channels, so please do a video of the larger Mox. Love seeing those big, impressive Mox. Your two channels are basically the only ones I watch except Stud City.
Oh, cool. Well, that's nice.
First, I thought that said Stupid City.
Stupid city.
I'm like, oh, that's my
I watch
channel.
you guys. You guys in your dumb, stupid cities.
Joe Bowling,
Joe.
I think for Castle Pirates Classic Space, all we're going to get is icons, ideas, GWPs, and high spin thresholds.
Yeah.
Higher than you'd spin on a kid's toy.
Yeah.
And 3-in-1 sets. Nearly every other LEGO theme is aimed at children and either tied to an IP or has a TV show tie-in. And I don't see LEGO starting
You're
the
right.
castle or LEGO cartoons. I could see LEGO making sub-themes of icons like their Fairground collection, but they would never be enough available at one time for a whole section at the LEGO store. Marty Bricks, regarding
Agreed.
themes, what theme were those pirate and castle sets released under? There, you have your answer.
Icons, right? Is it icons?
I think so. I think so. Well, it depends. Are we talking about the gift with purchase ones? Like the little Shark Island and the Merlin one? Or are we talking about the
The big ones.
El Dorado?
El Dorado Fortress, Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Why can't I think of it?
Well, that was an idea set, wasn't it?
Oh, Pirates was,
Barracuda
yeah.
Bay. But not regular themes is basically it, right? Pasta Jensen, on behalf of all the Europeans, I can confirm that it tastes like medicine. I mean, I base this on that I've never tasted it, so science is solid.
That was good.
The root beer?
The root beer was
You guzzled it
good.
down.
Oh, I wanted more.
Well, you didn't want the food segment, so I don't know. You are a fickle
Well,
man.
let's do a drink segment.
Okay, next time we'll have a drink.
Bring the vodka.
Whoa.
No,
I don't think we want to watch that.
we won't make it
episode.
through.
John Powell. Lego is the company name. Legos is what they make. It's just the plural of the product. You can't make/build anything with a Lego, but
We're
you
Mattel,
can build with Legos.
And we make Pattels.
If that actually bothers anyone, then they have way deeper issues they need to work on.
Well, probably so. Yeah, we got to argue about something in our old age, okay?
You'd be younger and argue about helmet holes. A lot of people complain about that. Just collect. If I could easily let go of Lego, I wouldn't have a backlog of 500 sets, LOL. Maybe one day they will get built, so I save them for one day. Yeah,
That's quite
Totally no.
That's a pile of shame like no other. Who was that?
Just collect.
Well, the proof's in the pudding there with your name, man.
Yeah. Just collect. Don't
Just
build,
collect.
just collect.
We need to change your name to Just Build. Thanks for the call.
Radar. I can tell you my childhood phone number and all of my friends too, and their house numbers.
Yeah, there you go.
Mardi Gras man. Aha! Jimmy wants a couch and a TV. I know where he can score both of those.
Yeah.
And then Alice can move into Jimmy's room, and Josh can stay put.
Yep. Got it all figured out, man.
Kathy Lemoyne says, "Well done, Jimmy."
Thank you.
Throwmaster 100. Thank
Hey.
you. Like you did anything.
Yeah, I helped
Well
create
done,
them.
Jimmy. Thank you.
I'm proxying
Wait, don't
for
go
Jimmy
there.
here.
I don't want to.
All right.
Throwmaster 100. Get rid of the food stuff. It's not Lego related, and I always skip it. Is this the person you were talking about?
Who
Keep
is
the
that?
agree to disagree stuff because it's a fun game type segment.
That's not
it's Lego
that's
related.
a different person. So at least two people.
If we're going to have a non-Lego related segment, then why don't we have a power tools section or interior design segment? Come on, follow the Lego brick road.
Lego brick road. Ooh, that was a good rant.
Mardi Gras Man 23. I think Alex liked the root beer. I think he did.
Just a little.
Neil Rustling JE6ZO.
Okay.
Okay. Do not let kids start sticking their sticky fingers on your Lego. The damage kids can do in just an hour can be apocalyptic. Plus, all of the figures vanish like a fart in a hurricane, and then you're left with regrets when you see others showing figures you used to have. Keep children away. Learn from my mistakes and the Lego movie. That's so funny. It's a toy. And
Yep.
Contra Brick Build Craze says, yes, fact.
Yes.
Me, myself, the one. I'm surprised you guys rarely pull the arms off your minifigs. I do it all the time, but then again, I love customizing figures.
Well, yeah.
I'm worried they're going to crack most of the time.
Yeah, it's a rare thing. I got to have a purpose, a strong purpose, as to take their arms off.
Yeah. As for Castle and
doubt that.
Pirates being an active theme, I think they are. Not on the level of City or Ninjago or anything like that, but the level of modular theme. One official set per year or so. Now, whether that's enough for people, that's another matter. Well, I mean, they're icons, which is what the modular is, right? So, there you go.
Yes, they used to be Creator.
Yeah.
Remember Creator?
Creator Expert.
Creator Expert, that's right.
And it's funny because I think they still have Creator Expert and some of them are there and they're also under icons. It's really weird on the website. Highland Bricks 6919, Moon Patrol on Atari in 1984 is the GOAT. Jimbo Bricks, rotary phone versus touchpad. Remember that? And if someone had a bunch of 9s and 8s and 7s, you're like, oh my gosh. The other guys too, don't be ridiculous. It's not too much Lego. It's not enough basement.
Need more basement.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger basement.
Talking about piecing together all the dismembered figures and such, that's one of my favorite parts of getting used Lego, is finding and identifying all the minifigures, Star Wars and otherwise,
If that's your
and
thing.
seeing which ones I can complete. And the same for the sets. I found some really cool things that way. I even found one of the original 2003 creator sets, 4100 maximum wheels one time. I genuinely enjoy doing that kind of thing, sorting through parts to see what I can put together.
Good for you.
I don't enjoy that challenge.
I did not enjoy that challenge.
Jimbo Bricks, looking forward to seeing you guys at Brick Slopes. I'll be there Saturday.
Yes. Come find us.
Come find us. We got to talk about this. Are we going to post like where we're at on Instagram or something? I'm leaning towards that as maybe the way.
What do you mean where we're at?
Like,
in the show?
We should have like one time per day where we're like, okay, at this time we'll be here.
We set up our own corner. Let's meet and greet the Breaking News podcast
Because
crew.
I was shocked. I had at least 2 or 3 people say they were looking for me and couldn't find me.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's
So-
figure that out. We're going to find out where we're at a certain time of each day.
It's not to say I'm big time or you're big time.
Well,
but I don't want
just
anyone
a few
to leave
people.
disappointed.
Yeah, I
If
want to
you're
make
only
sure
there
we're
one
meeting
day,
people. Yeah, right.
And because if it's, what did he say, Saturday?
He said Saturday.
So that's a busy day.
That is a very
so that's
busy
gonna
day.
be a harder time to find people.
Yes,
So
we'll have to do a couple of. We'll have to kick out whoever
keep
the.
watching. We'll let you know what our plan is.
We'll kick
tonight.
out. I think
don't
Duck Bricks is going to be there. We'll kick him out so we're there.
know. Duck Bricks.
Who is going to see him? They want to see us.
That's right. He was at Brick World.
Oh yeah, I saw him in some people's pictures.
Yeah, I just kept walking.
Oh, he didn't want to talk to you?
Well, I didn't. What was I going to say to him?
Oh,
I saw you on Lego Master.
congrats,
You
dude.
really bugged my wife and I. I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
Oh, you didn't have anything nice to say. Okay.
No, it wasn't that I had anything bad, but I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
Anyway, I have nothing against him. I just didn't know what would I say to him. Hey, you have a lot of Lego.
What are you doing about your space?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I don't know.
Yep.
How's your Lego selling platform going? Is it working? I don't know. I know he launched like a thing to compete with Bricklink.
He did.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
It's like I'm going to start up a car company and meet and try to compete against Chevrolet and Ford and Toyota and Honda.
Exactly.
Maybe you can.
Maybe. Just 1 second here.
That's weird, isn't he?
Shuffled again.
Isn't he in the LAN? Isn't he?
I think he might not be anymore.
I think he had to get kicked out because he won and he's making Lego sets or
Yeah, I think there was some reason that he was in LAN for a short time.
a short time, huh?
Anyway, I don't know. I could be wrong. I
me
don't
see.
really, in a lot of ways, I don't pay a lot of attention to stuff.
Oh, you know who's in the LAN?
Although, speaking of that, I did tell,
Yeah.
now that I say that, there is a new member of LAN that I told you about.
There is, and that's so cool.
A friend of the show.
A friend of the
Someone
show.
who's been a guest on the show. Shy time is my time.
Yeah, man, that was so awesome. Yep, I immediately found him and followed him on the LAN. He's
Because
there.
I told him, I said, now I
So
feel
cool.
more LAN adjacent.
Yeah, dude. That's so cool, though. Now he can start giving you a hard time about getting Lego sets.
There you go. I will make sure to do that.
Cool.
Well, I was actually going to ask him, are you coming to Brick Slopes now that you don't have to buy Lego? Can you afford it? Because I don't think he's coming this year.
Aw, man.
Let's see, Brickzar says, I was always jealous of the kids with the big wheel. I think we got the green machine for my little brother, but I was probably too big for it. But I'm seem to remover riding it. I think it's the number.
Did you fall asleep?
I think he meant he seems to remember riding
Oh,
it.
okay.
I don't know.
Those are
Chris
the days.
Nelson, agree on the thumbs up for this episode. Glad to hear the overall experience with Smarty City was a positive one.
Nice,
and
yeah, thank you.
likely share some of the same lessons learned as you.
Hmm.
Committing to microscale can feel way too constrained at times, but the problem solving and iterations involved often result
Hmm.
in a better version than your first attempt. The number of
Yes.
pieces required is also very deceptive, especially in
Hmm.
the beginning. I'm looking forward to seeing the 27 Oswald habitats come together someday. Someday, it better be like within the next 7 weeks. My completionist brain must hurt my brain. My completionist brain loves those types of ambitious goals. Well, I've started building ones that are lost cartoons. So I have like 6 or 8 images to go off of. So we'll see what comes out of there.
Okay.
Armoner 8169. Alex, will you be reviewing Rivendell or Barad-dûr?
I would be reviewing Rivendell before Barad-dûr.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
Will you be reviewing the Fell Beast?
I will not be reviewing the Fell Beast.
Okay. I saw a post someone had shared. I think it was on Bricklink. Someone had, the Fell Beast gift with purchase.
Yeah?
They had like 40 of them for sale.
How?
That's what people were asking.
Yeah.
They were out of Asia.
Sketchy.
Let's see. Contra Brick Build Craze. Love this channel. It's great we got the internet to connect. Nowadays like that. Been in the same room with you guys listening all things Lego. Battery powered bricks. Old guy, new shirt. You groan and fidget in your chair when it happens, but you miss it when it's gone.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Brick trains. I never drew on my minifigs, but all my classic space figs had their heads turned around backwards. In my mind, they looked like a yellow visor.
Yes, true.
He didn't like him to be happy in space, evidently. He also says, I say Legos just to irritate people.
Legos.
Mardi Gras Man 23, watch those corners, LOL. Joe Bowling, it would have been cool to meet Alex at Brickworld, but I get it with schedule and kids. We only made it to Brickworld because it's summer and in a single day driving distance. I'd love to see Brick Slopes someday, and I love the parks in Utah when I visited as a much younger person and would love to go back. But Brick Slopes is during the school year, which for the next few years is a no travel time for me, especially August to November, marching band season.
Oh, marching band is intense.
Yes.
Dang, okay.
Let's see. Poke Holly, 1961. Great to have both of you back. Love me a corded phone. But did you have the short cord or the really long one so you could go around the corner and talk? So people couldn't hear you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I need my privacy. I'm talking to my friends.
Bricks on an Island. Jimmy is doing his own food section. LOL. Because he was eating the beef stick.
That's right, the beef stick.
Ron Valance 5425. Great video as usual. I think they should bring back the Wild West theme. I had most of the sets they made. The fort was awesome.
That was just
that the Fort Legorado?
Yeah, Fort Legorito, and they had like
Legorito.
Legorado, yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
I had that whole
Legorito
collection
sounds like...
except for the fort. Man, I wanted that fort, but alas, I sold them.
Well,
those are cool sets.
Now you can buy them and pay more. That's the way you'd roll.
That's the way I roll.
Ty Novell, is it me or is Alex ranting less these days? To which Alex replied, I'm slacking. I guess I'm mellowing out in my old age. And he replied, You were just overwhelmed with Lego stuff you're doing. It seems you have less passion for Lego these days.
That's the comment.
Hence the reduction in rants.
See, that didn't make any sense to me. I'm mellowing out, so I have less. What?
He's just given up on life.
I've given up.
Bricks on an Island. Lego Pirate 3-in-1 ship is a whole pirate theme in itself. A ship, a cave, a harbor pub. Just buy 3. No, I'm not. I'm not kidding. Lego really need to do better on pirate themes. And lastly, we have Mayo Hosco.
Hey, man.
The Galaxy Explorer was not a bad seller. The Mexico factory produced too much of it, and Walmart ordered too much of it. That was strictly an American problem with an American company and a Mexican factory. Nothing to do with the set itself. The Bricking News has an international audience. Well,
we have an international audience.
Yes. Which is why we eat Maltesers.
Maltesers. Thank you for your comments.
We don't know what was going on in Australia or Europe or anywhere else. We can only see what's happening here.
Yes. Yes, we can. Well, this was a most excellent episode of Breaking News. We hope you guys enjoyed that. If you liked this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, send it to your enemies. In the words.
You're just going to steal that now? Is that now your thing?
You know what? It works really well, you know?
Come up with your own thing, man.
You know what? What is my thing in my videos? You know what I say? Like, thanks for watching. Bye.
Was that it? Are we cutting it right there?
No, we
I'm
can't.
going to cut it right there if I don't have a sponsor video, so you better cut the sponsor.
Yeah, okay. And as always...
I guess we'll see if you made a sponsor if you're still watching.
Of course I did. So as always, we would like to thank today's sponsor.
Playing this week at the Palace Cinema Theater, one of cinema history's biggest heroes returns. It's Indiana Jones. Join world-renowned archaeologist Dr. Indiana Jones on his adventures as he tries to save relics of history and fight the evil bad guys. Will Indy be successful and save relics of history? Will he get fortune and glory? Will he get the girl? Find out only at the Palace Cinema Theater this week. And don't forget, Tuesday night is free popcorn.